You know what it is. Yeah. Keep it low. We are back on the You Know What It Is podcast, man. It is your boy. Vari. Yes, sir. That was J. Cole Javari. Today is his birthday, and I wanted to shout myself out as well. So that was that.
Only you would make somebody else's birthday about you.
I know, right? But let's go ahead and get these intros in. You know what it is. Yeah. Keep it low. And I am back with my boy.
Let's talk smack.
Yo. And one more time for Paris.
Thank you, Dave.
She is here. So
I need my own button and it's not that. If y'all need me to sing my intro, let me know.
Hey, I told y'all can do whatever y'all want. It's just y'all been taking so long. So it's gonna be
thank you, Dave.
Until you change it up.
Oh man, I love it.
So today, let's go ahead and just jump into it. We've been talking offline a lot about Clubhouse still. It's been an ongoing debate between if we're going to use Clubhouse or other apps. Right now, the debate is between Clubhouse and Bigo. Is that how you say it?
I'm not sure, but I call it Bigo.
Bigo.
But I was just saying that Bigo's concept was better.
Lift your shit and come towards it.
I was just saying that the concept of Bigo is way better than the concept of Clubhouse. But I wasn't saying necessarily it would be better for us to do a podcast. I think it would be. The concept is better.
Which would be better to do a pod
on? Clout-wise, obviously Clubhouse because it's more popular. And the dynamics, it's all audio and podcasts are audio.
Yeah.
But Bigo, I feel like the concept of that is dope.
The concept is cool, but it's basically the same thing. You can get tipped on YouTube. You go live on YouTube.
But Clubhouse is not YouTube.
No, but Bigo is fucking YouTube.
But we're talking about Clubhouse and Bigo.
That's what. So where am I missing it at?
Because you're bringing up YouTube.
I'm only using YouTube as a reference to say that Bigo is not it. Because the way that interface looks is not user friendly.
Okay, the interface is kind of childish.
Yes.
But okay, ultimately Clubhouse is all audio. Bigo, you're doing the same thing, and then you're limiting. I feel like it's better actually because it's limited. Bigo, you can do max 8 spaces.
Okay.
Clubhouse is way too many people up there.
Yeah, but you can choose who talks. As the moderator, you pick and choose who talks.
You can mute people's mics, but okay, so what's the point of being up there? It's like
if everybody starts talking, that's just like being on a pod, right? If everybody starts talking, I got a wrap it up button. Everybody shuts the fuck up. It's the same shit.
But there's like 20 people. It's not like 8 or 6 and then you're muting their mics. There's like 20 people up there.
Yeah. Can you limit how many people are in each?
Well, yeah, you can. Okay, so there can be as many people listening in, but the amount of people that are speaking, yeah, you can limit that.
Well, you pick and choose who can come up. And a lot of times in the Clubhouse, they'll have like 20, 30 people up there. They might not all be speaking. A lot of them have their mics muted on their own. They're just up there.
They just want to listen.
Yeah. They just want to be.
That's cool.
They just want to be
part of it.
They want to be like, yo, I'm in
up
here.
They just want to say, hey, I'm up there with 21 Savage, and I'm in this group. Yeah, like I'm in this Clubhouse, but I'm just muted. So it's just like, I feel like it gets kind of boring because like you're just after a while, Clubhouses, you're just listening to people talk to each other.
Okay, well after a while on Bigo, you're looking at people just sitting there. Like it's FaceTime.
It depends on what. Okay, I guess it depends on what room you go into.
Yeah, and plus, like I'm saying, there's the demographic that's on it right now. I don't know what the algorithms are giving me, but it's not what I want to see. So I don't think I want to be on it.
I get that, but that's probably because that community found that app.
Right.
So like it's one of those things like if we were to find like let's say Lil Durk came across that shit and he got on there and seen that he had hella Lil Durk fans on there and then seen that you can get money on that app and seen that you can add people up there and they could be up there chatting with Lil Durk and then you can see comments and people talking and you can respond to the comments. You know, things like that. I think that would make that a better app ultimately. But
it's not
since
there yet.
since a certain community found that app first, when you get on, you might be uninterested, but you're not looking at the concept. It's kind of like gold. Like you see gold.
No, I
or you're
see
gonna
the
make a
concept,
necklace,
but
or you're gonna make a ring.
okay,
you know?
but this is my thing. If Clubhouse is the hot thing, right? Everybody goes towards that. Just like Twitter, Facebook, all of these things were the hot thing at the time. There were other things competing at the same time that all of these things came up. So for them to be hot, they had to stay hot. They had to stay relevant. They grabbed all of those things, just like Instagram. Instagram grabbed whatever Snapchat was doing. They have the little stories now, just like Snapchat. So you don't think Clubhouse will integrate all of these things that they see, or all of the things that are being suggested to them?
They will.
How long
they've
been around for?
For a year.
Clubhouse?
Since March.
And it's still in beta, right?
Still in beta, and they just made
$1 billion.
Yeah, and they just made $1 billion
company now.
In beta.
But that's because of the endorsements.
And because of who's on the platform.
Yeah, the endorsements.
Oh, that's
the
what
sponsorships. Yeah.
See, well,
it seems like they're doing it right. If they
are doing it right.
It's not that they're doing it wrong. I'm not saying Clubhouse is bad. It's cool, but I'm
like
just
saying the visual aspect that Bigo
you can pick and choose. You can do all audio too.
See, okay, so say Clubhouse introduce a video version in there. It's the same thing now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the
It'd
difference?
be the same thing if you can
now you
if you
paid.
can comment and if you can get paid. If I can send people like on Bigo, let's say we're all on a pod, right? And we're all in a square and random people are in and they're just listening to us talk. They think Shati's pretty. They send her a flower. That equates to money eventually. All those flowers add up. Somebody might send you
this is Cam Soda, bro. Now we have turned into video vixens.
But it's not. But it's not, because they have. It's so strict on Bigo that we
don't got to be naked, but it's the same concept, is what I'm saying.
What do you think Clubhouse is? How do you know these pictures? First of all, how do you know these girls' pictures are even real?
On what, Clubhouse?
Yeah, they have their Instagram attached. Okay, yeah. Then you can click their Instagram, go through their profile. But all I have to do is take somebody's picture and put it on Clubhouse. And then it's all voice. It's the same thing. It's like a hotline. She sound cute. Where are you from? It's the same thing.
Okay.
You just can't get paid. But if you could get paid, you still would get paid, because it's the same thing. That's what, I don't know, all this interactive thing is essentially, so that you can network with people.
I just don't think that well, okay. Nah, I don't know. I think Clubhouse, the innovations, like I said, wait for the next 5 years. This isn't the end. They're not just going to stop with voice. Twitter didn't stop with just texting. Now you can do the voice thing on there. You can do video on there. They took everything from Instagram. Twitter is Instagram now.
I believe that.
You can do everything on Instagram on Twitter, plus more.
I think Clubhouse will be very successful if you can do visual, if you can comment, because even sometimes, if you're not going to allow people to come up, if we're going to be just sitting there listening, can we at least throw out a suggestion, something,
you can't do
talk about.
You're just literally just sitting there listening to people talk, and if they bring you up, you can you're brought up, but
on the other side too.
I see.
So yeah, it's not really that interactive unless you're cool enough to be in the chat.
That shit seems kind of boring.
Exactly.
Is that why you haven't jumped in on it?
Bro, I got people ask me to join this Sports Me app, which seems pretty good. It kind of sounds like the shit y'all talking about, but sports based. And then with YouTube and everything else I'm doing, I don't really got time for that shit, bro.
See, that's what I be saying too.
And it's not really me. I know I need to push myself and get into these apps and really start talking to people and expanding and shit like that. But
it's hard.
It's
hard to find time to really sit
she's
down.
saying you're just sitting there listening to people. For instance, if I get on there, I don't give a fuck what these people are talking about.
And a lot of the time they're not talking about nothing. They playing dumb games, or they're
just commentating, just
talking shit to each other.
Responses. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about
well, that's when you have to find those rooms that are,
that are cool, that you can
or just find the personalities. Like say if whoever just like you were listening to 21 Savage, I'm pretty sure you listen to a lot of 21 Savage, so you listen to the rooms or like to hear him speak.
See,
or,
that's different.
You know,
when you find the people that you have interest with,
right.
and you're
but
able
he
to
don't
get
even
into
be
a room
talking
with
about
them.
nothing. Like he be on 2K and
then
the whole time.
That's the wrong.
See, then he's the wrong one to be talking to on that. He's just opening the room for everybody else to be in the room with him. That's all it is. Somebody can screenshot, yo, look, I'm in this room talking with 21. And you're really not talking with him. He ain't saying shit.
He ain't saying shit.
That's all that is, but that big O shit is just, it's too much. It's too confusing. It's like Cam Soda. I'm trying to tell you, like, I don't want to be getting tokens for just talking.
One thing I would say is that I could see Clubhouse potentially being an easier way to connect with people that you would have never thought you were able to connect with.
That is, yeah.
I will say that.
Because
it's like
news still
Twitter and Instagram, it's a little bit harder. Say you wanted to connect with somebody in New York or whatever. Now they're jumping into a Clubhouse that you wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? Like it's reaching a little bit more. Instagram is reaching where you're at, like around
locally, or who knows you, who follows
you.
But with Clubhouse, what's cool is too, because you leak your Instagram. I would say that I've gotten, probably 3 or 4 Instagram followers just from being on Clubhouse, and it's only been like a day or 2, and that's only because like if I go up, they like, okay, she's cute. My Instagram's already linked. They're following me. I've gotten some follows on Clubhouse. Not that many. I think I only have like 17, 19, something like that. I just made it like earlier this week. So, yeah, I would say that it's easier to connect with people you wouldn't have thought you.
It's a really good networking tool. You know what I mean? You get a
Mm-hmm.
lot of different opinions and shit, like I was saying last time. But, yeah, I fuck with Clubhouse.
I even told you too. I was like, when we're just sitting around bullshitting, we need to get on it. I like when I'm sitting around and just relaxing. The last thing I think of, let's get on Clubhouse.
Me too.
But
because it pops up on my phone, but I look at who started the room, number 1, and then I look at maybe like 2 or 3, and then see the topic of what they're talking about.
What I see too is also how many people are in the room. Because if it's over 100 people, I'm not getting in there because you're never like you're just literally just sitting in there just to listen.
If I want to listen to a podcast, I'll turn the podcast on.
Yeah. How do you get to talk?
Normally when they're in there, they'll invite you in there. So the moderator will see. Yeah, the moderator will see that you have joined the room, and then they'll say invite, or they'll just leave you alone.
So everybody could be talking at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think that's stupid.
That's a bit much.
But they know not to. I mean, there's rules. Obviously,
like they have natural respect. Like
yeah.
they'll put you, like they can take you off from being up. But the fact that you can have like 20 people up at a time is overwhelming. I feel like if you're gonna at least make it a Clubhouse, make it 10, make it real exclusive. Like you got girls up there that's like, okay, you're up there, like you're not even talking, you're just taking up space. You're not even inputting on the conversation. You're not being funny. You're just trying to show off your picture.
To be there.
You should get the boot.
Yeah, like exactly. Like, if you're not interacting, like let somebody else up that's actually going to be entertaining, because at this point we're just listening to 2 people talk shit to each other, go back and forth, find out where they from. Like it's kind of like a dating app, low key, because I'm just listening to people get at each other and stuff. I'm like, okay,
I can't.
Like I don't even understand. Like
because
you're just
they have
listening
their
to somebody's
Instagrams
voice.
linked.
Okay, so I see your picture now. I'm listening to your voice.
And
well,
now,
I guess it's the phone call, but I'm doing this. But I'm doing this over the phone with everybody on the phone now. So now I'm.
But that's the initial contact, and then maybe every now and then you might become.
I thought you were saying motherfuckers was just on here and they was just like spitting game on Clubhouse.
They do be doing that. Yes, they be doing that.
Oh wow.
Talking shit, like you know how guys talk, like they be doing that on Clubhouse.
They be like, hold on, let me go to your Instagram real quick.
Yes.
Damn, she got a fat ass, man.
They be like, oh, she cute, bring her up. Like, first of all,
just because a girl cute don't mean she going to add the conversation.
Exactly, and they just be up there.
Really dive deep.
When you can dive deep with a girl that doesn't add a conversation.
No, I'm saying you could dive deep and listen to what she's actually saying.
And and then I'm gonna take her out of this top, drop back down.
That's why I say I don't know. I just think Clubhouse is a great idea. They just have some tweaks to make to it so that it could be better. I just think the concept of Bigo is more profitable.
From the concept, 3 seconds that I've seen Bigo that you guys brought it up, it seems like a big ass open FaceTime call.
Yep, that's all it is.
Yeah, you can have
FaceTime call that people can comment on,
and then you can interact. You You can get money. It's the same thing. But
what does interact mean? That's what FaceTime. You interact on FaceTime?
Because even though you have 8 squares up there and that you're like, we're all up there talking.
Yeah.
People can still join the room and watch us talk and get entertained. Like, they be on there really talking about stuff, and people just be in the comments, like, putting in their 2 cents. Like, it may be a girl on there telling, like, everybody, like, a story that happened to her, and then, like, it might be other people on there giving her advice, and they're all in the comments, like, interacted because they're all tuned in, listening. Because all the 8 spots are taken up, people respect it. They're in the comments with it, just watching, listening to what's going on, and, interacting. I feel like Clubhouse, those selected people that are up there is cool, but you don't leave room for other people to interact. So it's just kind of like you're listening to people. And if it's not interesting, you're literally just up there because they're famous. You're in this room because they're famous, because they're not talking about shit. You can't even interact. Even if you had a comment or you wanted to say something, or if they had a question, you couldn't even tell them. You're just listening. And then you got to listen to the other dumbass people not answer the question. So it's like, okay, I'm about to leave. Like,
yeah, no, you just got to pick and choose wisely. But I heard a lot of people talking about, why don't we invest in our own apps and stop investing in all these new startups or whatever that are coming out from just random people. Like, Clubhouse came from, who the fuck made Clubhouse? You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking know. But it's like, there's other apps that have been out here that are basically the same as that. But we just don't know because they don't have that endorsement.
Well, I would just feel like that comes from creativity. A lot of people lack creativity, and they just profit off of what they see in front of them versus, like, thinking outside of the box.
Well, see, that's what it is. It's probably Clubhouse people saw whatever wasn't hidden, and they was like, yo, I know how to do this. I can give it to certain celebrities and make it exclusive to them. And then they tell others, and then that's how the word spreads. That's how traction gains for this. You want to be invited.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be somewhere that, they
Makes
can't.
you feel wanted.
Yeah, like, it's like,
oh, I got
invited. I'm special.
Like wearing a Chanel bag. Everybody want to wear a Chanel bag.
Do they now? I thought they wanted Birkins now.
I don't really care.
Birkin is really expensive. You have to get the Chanel first.
Yeah. See, and with a Birkin, I think you got to be fucking. That's an exclusive club too.
Yeah, you have to have like a membership with. I think it's with Hermes, the person, right? Hermes.
I don't know.
I think it's Hermes.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I know. I don't know no designer shit.
Honestly, I don't even know if I really know, but I just think that you have to have like a report. A report with.
Yeah, you gotta have a rapport. But yeah, Yeah, one day.
When I get my Birkin, I'll let y'all know where I got it from.
Hey, man, as long as that shit ain't $300, then you know.
I think it's
20.
Yeah, I think it's
bands.
Up there. I think it's up there. I ain't never looked because
So I wouldn't know.
Yeah, give me a few months, man. We'll be
a few months.
I'm cool with my Louis.
So we done with Clubhouse. I want to slide from Clubhouse because fucking we
understand. We get it.
We know what it is.
We gonna fuck with it though. We'll be on there.
They know what it is.
Follow me on Clubhouse.
We know what it is.
Noriko Paris.
Hey, you were really going to bat for Bigo, man.
I
feel like you were getting an endorsement. They slid Noriko some money.
They slid her some
bands.
It was like, yo, promote this shit.
Yes, go
and watch next week. Shit. Next week, the stock price of Bigo is gonna be at fucking $500.
And if
There's
it
a Reddit thread and everything, run this shit up.
Honestly, watch. It's gonna be another app that comes out, and it's gonna be similar to Clubhouse, but more like Bigo, and all the celebrities are gonna be on it first, unless Clubhouse, does it. But yeah, we can go ahead and talk in stocks now that y'all brought up. Stock shit.
Perfect exchange.
Stocks have been
Stock exchange.
It's like nobody's getting me today.
Oh, you don't have a laugh button?
I don't have shit. I don't got a laugh button.
Ha 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 ha.
I'll get that next. I gave Randy some wind chimes. I don't know if that'll work for her.
The wind chimes? Let me hear that shit.
She's gonna be like, what the fuck is that?
She's gonna be this motherfucker with her legs up like this. She'll be like, play the chimes, bro.
Play the chimes.
So after Randy. You guys introduce her, she gets the chimes.
Yep.
It is.
And I get that. Thank you, Dave.
Different worlds that you
just like you were saying. Two different worlds right there.
First of all, if you really knew me, you would know I'm wind chimes and some more, okay?
Oh, nah, you more
gunshots.
Young Miami. Yeah, you more gunshots.
Vari being racist.
No, I'm not. Y'all both black. But yeah, these stocks were volatile this week. Y'all see that shit?
Yeah, I'm about to start getting into stocks more.
I told you a long time ago, man.
I mean, I've been known. I'm lazy. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
It's just like you got to download the apps.
That's
set
facts.
It up
because I remember when I was in the Navy at least 4 years ago, there was a guy that was on my ship on the mess decks every day talking about stocks. And he was like, yeah, this shit's $2. Yeah, this shit's $5. I remember he talking about Bitcoin when it first came out. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yo, Bitcoin, man, you might want to start, man. It's only at $50, whatever. I'm like, man, I ain't worried about that shit. That shit ain't even real, bro.
That's just real. I mean, I always knew it was real.
He's eating good.
Yeah,
real good. Smart man.
Let me tell you.
And I did not listen. So all of y'all out there, man, make sure y'all getting into stocks. Make sure y'all fucking with something and investing y'all money. Don't just hold on to your money. Don't rely on banks. Don't rely on a savings account. Invest your money and make your money work for you.
So I had gotten an Uber one day and it was a Tesla. It was a nice ass Tesla. And I was like, okay. So I'm just talking to the Uber driver like, this is a nice Tesla. And he started telling me about how all he does is stocks. And I'm like, all you do is stocks and you drive this nice ass Tesla?
He just does Uber and stocks.
Uber and stocks. And I'm like, okay. So he told me how he made his first $200,000 on stocks. He did pharmaceuticals. That's what I was telling y'all. Y'all got to do medicine.
I already did that. I told you, Moderna. When shit like pandemics and shit like that happens, always think of the solution, and then you bet on the solution. So at the beginning of it, my homeboy who was in the stocks already in the Navy, shout out Diaz, man. Thank you for putting me on. He told me about Moderna, and I showed you that shit. I bought 2 of them hoes, only 2, because I was like, let me just see what the fuck is on. Let me test the water. I ain't never fuck with stocks.
You're scratching the surface.
That was it. And then I didn't know that Moderna was going to do what the fuck they doing. And they're the ones that are coming up with the vaccine.
Exactly. Now imagine if you would have bought 1,000 of them things.
But it's like we didn't have 1,000.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't have 1,000's worth of shares.
This is what he told me. He told me that he researched a high blood pressure medicine company that was doing stocks. And since America has really bad diet problems, high blood pressure medicine is going to be really, really big coming up because we're always going to need medicine.
Yeah.
So when he first bought the stocks, they were like 11 cents a stock. So he bought like 100, 200 stocks at 11 cents. And then the company sold for $14 a stock. So 14 times 200, that's how much he made. So that's where it's at. That's why I'm trying to get into it. But it's a lot of setting up and just like kind of figuring out what medications and vaccines and companies, how to find them, how to purchase their stock.
Think about tech shit. Think about things you buy. Think about fucking
They said
you
anything.
said it best. Think about things that you use, things that you buy, things that you're passionate about. If you're going to invest in a company, make sure you believe in the company. You're not just investing because of whatever reason.
Just spreading your money thin.
If you truly think, damn, this is a great idea, this is a great company, you look at their fundamentals, their assets are looking great. They're bringing in constant growth in their revenues each quarter. They're turning profit. Their net income is increasing quarter by quarter. Those are the things you got to look at. It's so easy these days because we have the resources to look it up. We got the Yahoo Finance. We could Google anything. You could look up any company's 10K, their annual and quarter reports by just Googling it. Any company that's private, you have access to all of their income statements and fundamentals and stuff. If you really got to do your research, don't just go throwing and be mad when you get bad results.
Right.
You got to be on that shit and really, really pay attention to what's going on in everyday life and going on in the country and the world and shit like that. Back to the pandemic, and you said pharmaceuticals and shit and high blood pressure. That's genius.
Yep.
America, we're all fat pieces of shit in America. We're all entitled. We're all lazy. We all eat McDonald's every single fucking day.
And that's exactly what he told me. And he said that he made those purchases. So his main purchases are pharmaceuticals.
It's just that easy.
Right.
Yeah, so we were just talking about investing in stocks is good. Anything energy saving, anything that's going to be pharmaceutical, anything that's going to basically anything that has longevity or is going to help somebody live longer, live easier, live healthier. Those are the companies that you really want to look into. And those are the cheaper stocks as well if you want to get more for your money.
Yeah,
if
they
you're
are
trying
right
to
now.
invest in like Apple, like that's already $1 billion trillion company.
People have to stop looking at that. And I mean, yeah, I understand. If you got money for it, by all means, do what you can do.
If you work for Apple, okay, get it at the employee price. But I'm not about to. You will profit way more investing in those 11-cent stocks than you are going to profit from those stocks.
People want to see right now. They want to see something come right now. They don't want to wait. They don't want to wait 5 years for this shit to something to happen, because that's what I'm doing.
And then his stocks only took a year to hit.
It's not like I'm waiting 5 years. It's just I'm gonna pick the ones that I know in the long term they're gonna gain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I see a lot of things. I see like the airlines and shit like that. They're gonna have to come back up. Prices are gonna shoot. What did you say a ticket to LA was? $60? They used to be $200. So you don't think they're gonna go back to $200? So it's like we got to think about all those things and what's coming up soon. So
yeah, there's a lot of things that comes into play, and like you're saying, like EV technology and 5G. You got, Neo and Tesla been booming for the last year. Everything that you're saying that's innovative and changing the world, saving the world. That's huge.
You see fucking Master P trying to do. He got one of the Tesla engineers to make a new supercar. So he's about to come out with a new car line that'll probably be competing with Tesla type shit.
Yeah, I mean, car companies, I think those are big too, because a lot of them aren't like extremely expensive.
Yeah.
But we're at that time when we're going from, okay, we're all driving our cars to self-driving cars and then eventually flying cars.
Facts.
So it's going to be a big jump in the next 10-ish years, 20 years.
So if you think,
so there's still so much room for it to grow.
Like if you think about it, Ford and GE, both of those stocks are really low stocks, but think about how long they've been around.
Mm-hmm.
Those are very, just like Apple.
Or been around 100 years.
You know what I mean? Like these are companies that are at the upper echelon. These are the companies that when you pull up like Robinhood or any tax or not tax,
stock.
But any stock app, these are the top 100 ones that you want to buy in. And Ford is only at $7. So go ahead and go get that right now. Put your money in, because like we were saying, in 10 years or whatever, self-driving cars, shit like that, energy saving shit is going to happen.
So that's what I'm trying to learn about stocks, is how do you make money if the company's not selling? Because one thing that I do know is that you make a lot of money when the company sells to another company. But I'm not sure how you make stocks if the company's not selling. That's what I'm still learning.
So there's growth stocks, and then you have your dividend stocks. Your dividend stocks, their stock price is pretty much going to stay the same, and they're going to pay out dividends to the people that have the stocks. Now, growth stocks, they're not paying out dividends, and the way they grow without selling is by quarter after quarter. They're bringing in more
bonuses
revenue
and
each
stuff
year.
Like that.
More. They're making more money each year. They're paying off their debt. Their debt's going down. Their revenue's going up. Net income's going up. And if you see that as a growing trend, as it's going like this, that stock price is going right along with it.
Okay, because I heard somebody on Clubhouse talking about CCIV, which is a car company. Well, they do cars or something like that, but the stock dropped today as I'm reading, but it's rumored that they're going to be sold to a luxury electric vehicle company called Lucid Motors.
Mm-hmm.
And that is supposed to go cray-cray. So
you said it's CCIV?
Mm-hmm.
Churchill Capital?
Yeah, it dropped today, but
how much are they at right now?
No, it went up 6% today, but it dropped in the after hours 3.3.
How much are they at?
2160.
That's not bad.
They said that they're going to be selling it to Lucid Motors, which is a luxury electric vehicle, supposed to be the Benz of electric cars.
Okay.
Eventually. So that's what they said. That's what I heard on Clubhouse.
We'll start looking into things.
Yeah.
But
so
Clubhouse is good too for that, because there's a lot of stock experts on there.
Look at what
they got money.
Did.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I don't understand. So all people have to do is just band together, buy one single stock together that's really low, and then we can bring that shit up. And what does that do for that company?
It's market manipulation. It's a short squeeze. So people are gonna buy that shit and run it up, which they're manipulating the market for sure. That's the power of the people. And then I guess the way that motherfucking rich people fight back is by stop letting you buy that shit.
You can't buy it no more.
They're taking
That's
it off.
fucked up.
But you know what's really fucked up, was dirty about what happened with GameStop and
AMC,
Nokia, American Airlines, all them places, is they stopped letting us, the little people, buy this shit, but they continue to allow hedge funds and shit to take advantage of the situation. So that's another way for the rich to stay rich and to let motherfuckers like us stay in your place.
The dude basically gave free game on Reddit, and since people have been getting into stocks, they read up on it, and everybody was buying the shares. They were like, oh shit, like all our shares.
And then, for the simple fact, everybody was making money yesterday. You know what I mean? So it was like, damn, shit was at $20. I look at it today, it's at $4. I'm like, so all my money's gone. They didn't give a fuck. They took all my shit. Just because we figured it out.
It's not like Bitcoin, like you're not going to get it back. Once it hits zero, it's zero.
Well, what, in my stocks? Like if I completely like just ass out.
Like let's say you invested, right? And then the company dropped and now it's at $4.
Mm-hmm. You lost all that money.
But it go back up later.
Oh, now I get that money back.
So it's like
whatever the stock is
as long as you keep that stock and you don't sell, you've never lost any money ever.
So just leave your stocks alone.
Just leave it alone.
If it bounces back.
So you got 20. You say you got 20 stocks, 20 shares of something for $5. If it goes down to 2, just keep your 20 shares. Don't sell it. But if you sell it, you say, okay, my dumb ass.
Like let's say I cash it out.
My dumb ass had 50 shares of something that was at 60 cents. I sold 40 of them. Come back, the shit is at $6 now.
And you would have had some money.
I would have been straight. You know what I mean? But I fucked up.
It's okay.
I fucked up. I can't get over that. I fucked up.
Hey, on some real shit,
bro. You gotta do your research on these stocks.
No, you gotta let that shit go.
I did.
You're gonna lose.
I did. I let it go.
So this is what I'm learning. Based off of, before I get into stock sharing with all of this, I'm learning that when I invest a stock, I'm going to just chalk that money up as it's gone. And I'm just going to leave that shit and leave it the fuck alone. Because it seems like if you count the money.
Think about it like a savings account.
But I'm saying if you're watching your stocks and you're like, okay, well, I kind of want the money. Let me cash it out. You're fucking yourself up.
I would never do that.
Just check that shit up. Like if you're going to invest in a stock, just check it up.
I just watch it grow. Like that's the fun part for me. I don't want to watch it grow and then be like, ooh, let me just take some out real quick. No, I'm going to be like, let me see how high I can get it. Oh, it's going up. Damn, that shit went up 1,000. Let me go. Keep going. It's like gambling.
If it doubles though, you know, you're not going to be wrong if you go ahead and sell that shit.
Hey, remember, y'all got to pay taxes on these shits too.
On stocks?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, you pay every time you sell a stock. You got to pay taxes.
Oh, but it comes out automatically?
Hell no. You pay that shit in your taxes when you pay your taxes.
So are they going to send me a paper?
Yeah, Robinhood would send you a paper.
Oh, okay.
Probably
that's fine.
Next month or email, whatever.
That's fine.
Saying this
shit. Okay, well, I'm confused.
So when you're filing
taxes when you
file your what? Have you never paid taxes?
I mean, I do with state taxes, federal taxes. Like,
we don't got.
You never have to pay tax.
We don't got state tax
on food.
No, we don't.
We don't have state tax.
Nevada don't have.
What are you talking about? Ain't it like?
No, when we file for our taxes, we only file federal because we don't. Okay, we don't. I don't know why we don't have a.
I'm confused.
Some do, some don't.
Some states do, some don't. I need to look that up and see why. But I
never had to pay nobody. Like I never had to
put
some money aside and pay somebody for taxes that I was charged. I've never had to do that.
No, what he's saying is Robinhood.
Do your taxes.
I file my taxes.
File your taxes every year.
So they're going to send you like a W-2. That's what he's saying. He's not saying you're going to pay your taxes. They're going to send you
like out automatically then. Like when you get paid, it comes out automatically.
Right, but Robinhood will send you a separate paper that you have to fill out on your tax report or whatever. Yeah, on your tax report. This
is the transactions that you. This is going to be my first time doing it, but from my understanding, which I ain't an expert on this shit, but from my understanding, they're going to give you like a paper that says your transactions, how much you made, how much you lost, and you pay a tax every time you sell a stock and you make money. You will pay a tax on that. And then that number will come out
of your income tax.
Now, say you're expecting $1,500 for your tax return, right? You're gonna get $1,500 back.
Oh, that's cool.
You'll pay like whatever X amount of dollars that you were supposed to pay on the games that you
And
made.
what happens if I don't report that?
The IRS gonna hit your ass.
Yeah, like they gonna find out. What the fuck?
How they gonna know?
Okay.
It depends on how much I get.
How they gonna know? The fuck?
It depends on how much.
Rico.
How much I'm gonna get. They ain't find out I've been on food stamps for so long.
You gonna tell them now? Shit.
Shit, they know now. They're like, man, this dumbass bitch. She does this.
Yep. My name is Paris Brown. Go ahead.
Like you're from the east side,
Look
buddy.
me up.
From the east side. Heck yeah.
My mama never put my daddy on our food stamps, and they never found out. I'll just play it.
Man, they don't give a fuck. You know how many people come over here from Mexico, don't even got their green card and shit. They get food stamps.
Ain't that part of the IRS? I mean, it's the state.
They're an alien. They can't be found. I seen a video. This lady, she was getting money, government assistance, and food stamps. She been here like 25 years, don't got a green card, nothing. She was
she probably got Medicaid.
She was collected. She was like, man, I'm living the dream. I was in a little hut in Mexico, struggling. Now I'm down here and shit. Nevada taking care of me, baby.
That's what she came here for.
I'm telling you.
Well,
shit.
we gonna be even because they ain't giving my unemployment. They ain't getting their taxes. Let's trade.
Man.
Here, man. Let me see that.
Yeah, because I'm struggling over here.
I got you.
All right. So what we got next?
Wherever you want to go, man. It's okay, let me talk real quick then, because I feel like fuck that. We'll wait for that.
Yeah,
we'll wait for that. Can you just watch the fucking movie for everybody? Everybody needs to watch American Skin and One Night in Miami. I feel like those two movies are great and for the time, and they're just perfect.
Give us a plot. What's it about?
Okay, American Skin. Black man's son gets killed by the cops, and we see what happens when. Have you ever seen John Q with Denzel? Basically that with the police fighting back. Yeah, okay. And bro, it got Ghost in it. I love this role for Ghost. Like I like Omar, but this role right here is it.
What's his role?
He's a Marine vet.
So
I'm gonna have to watch.
He's kicking ass in the movie.
You gotta watch it.
Or is he getting his ass kicked?
No, you gotta watch it.
Okay.
You gotta watch it. It's a good movie. And One Night in Miami is Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, Sam Cooke.
They all met up and had the big night.
Yeah, they talk. Yeah, they talk. So just prepare for that, because it's just
a lot
talking.
of gems.
It's a lot of gems. Okay. Please don't miss out on it. It's just, if you don't really like listening to, you got to listen to these men, have this conversation.
That's a lot of great.
It's a lot of greatness in that room for Jim Brown as well. I can't even forget about that, man. Fucking greatest running back ever to run the ball.
All right, so look.
How can you say that?
Jim Brown?
You didn't watch him play that.
No, but that's what was said in the movie. So
yeah, that was back then.
What was that record that he had that year that they said he had? He ran for 1,800. Has anybody broken that? They broken that. Wait,
Adrian Peterson got 2,096.
Okay, so yeah. All right, do you want to talk about your red bones and yellow bones and being red and being orange? Because there's oranges too.
Okay. So first of all, the Breakfast Club was so trash for covering that. Like they were better off not even talking about that, because it went nowhere.
Okay, let's hear your coverage on it.
Yeah, so I just feel like there's nothing wrong with calling yourself a yellow bone in a song. There's a difference between saying I'm a red bone, I'm light skinned, I have long hair, because I'm light skinned and I have long hair.
What are you?
I would say I'm brown skinned.
Okay.
Yellow bone, that's what he wants. And she posted a snippet on Instagram, and everybody knows that the baby mama and Danny Lay have Instagram beef, and they post shit and shade each other, and on the Shade Room talks about it all the time. So she chooses to go on her Instagram and make a snippet and say Yellowbone, that's what he wants, as the caption and the song. And then the baby's commenting on the bottom of it, co-signing it. And his baby mama is dark skinned, and they're literally on an Instagram beef.
He ain't thinking about his baby mama in that instance. In my eyes,
He's supporting Danny Lay, but Danny
'Cause that's his
Lay
girl.
knew what the fuck she was doing.
Danny Lay is just a yellow bone.
She was being some
Shady.
type of way for sure.
It's yellow bone. That's what he wants.
Because
it's
that's what he wants.
It's different between saying
He can't want that.
Pretty girl, yellow bone, Dominican. You
I
know,
don't
it's one thing to
understand.
sing a song about like being
Can
yellow
the baby
bone,
not want
but you're
a yellow
saying-
bone?
But that's the snippet you posted on Instagram.
Yeah, she
Because
was
that's the
taking
name of the
sneaky
damn
shots.
song. That is the name of the song. Listen, I'm not mad at Danny Lay for making
No,
that
she
song.
should have just
The
dropped
song
the
is trash.
song.
The song is garbage.
She should have just dropped the song.
She shouldn't have dropped the song at all.
No, but I'm saying if she was gonna make the song, she should have just dropped the song. Maybe made a
She be hugging that
dance.
shit.
Maybe made a dance on Instagram or something to the song. Left the caption out of it, you know. But I think if she would have just dropped the song, it would
So
have
she
been as
can't.
bad.
She can't talk about her being a yellow bone.
She can say she's a yellow bone, but by saying yellow bone, that's what he wants, and you're shading his dark skin.
How do
baby
you
mother.
know that she is shading
Because
her?
if you follow-
can't
Because
just say that.
she's a woman.
She's a woman, so she knows.
Yep.
She knows. She already
Straight up.
knows. I'm sorry. My bad. I forgot.
I know for a fact because they have Instagram beef. It would be one thing if she didn't even know the baby's baby mama and she just randomly dropped
Why
this.
would she not know the baby's baby mama?
Because a lot of these girls don't really be knowing the baby mamas like that.
Right, but it's not like, okay, so if they're on Instagram and they're
You think
Instagram
Yaya know all the NBA young boys' baby mamas?
I don't think nobody knows all his baby mamas. I don't
Okay.
think NBA young boy knows all his baby mamas. So
Okay, do you
Hey,
think
he got
we know?
more baby mamas than Dwight Howard.
he got how many kids? 11?
He got, I think he
7?
has 8.
He got a lot.
Do you know all of Lil Durk's baby mamas?
I don't know how many baby mamas.
Okay,
Lil
do you
Durk
know
got.
all of anybody's baby mamas?
No,
Exactly.
Damn, they
So
tripping, bro.
I don't know all the
I'm
Future's baby
strapping that
mamas.
shit out. As soon as I make it, I'm strapping my thing on.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. When
Mm.
you get rich, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna have my manager sit outside and like you have to show up with papers saying that you on a pill or on
that's
something.
because that's men. Men don't have to sit and be with the fucking baby, so they can just drop dick and go. Like
no,
But
that is
you
no,
gotta
you
pay that
can't. You gotta
support.
pay. Like, that's the headache. And that's the part that I don't want.
But some people feel like they could get away with not paying, like they do. Be trying to get away with not paying,
But now you got that chasing you for the rest of your life. Fuck
Right.
that.
and then a lot
You
of
got
them
the
don't be
headache.
on the birth certificate.
Strap it up.
Yeah, that
And then
sucks.
good luck catching Future to get a DNA test. You can't even get that nigga autograph. So good luck.
They're ripping and running forever, but it's gonna catch up eventually.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Did condoms like go out of style? I think they did. Motherfuckers don't use condoms.
I'll be nervous. There's some dirty ass motherfuckers out there, bro. I
Yeah.
gotta protect myself. I don't want the shit that you can't get rid of, you know?
Yeah, man.
Mm.
Like a kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst.
Like a kid for the first 18.
How we go from Danny Lay to STDs?
I know, right?
Well, that's enough of that, anyways. But yeah, I just think that it was.
Oh
because
no, it's
she
not
was-
enough. We can still keep talking about
No,
it. Is
but
it disrespectful for a guy to ask for a DNA test, whether the girl is the baby mama, the wife, or the girlfriend, or just whatever?
no,
Why not? Oh wait, it's not disrespectful?
no.
Oh, okay, good. We're all on the same page then. I don't think we need to keep going. Next.
Okay, I'm gonna just say this. If you you can get offended if you want,
But
but if you know that man is the father, give that man a DNA test, shut him the fuck up, and do
And
what
keep
you
it
gotta
moving.
do.
What is the attitude about having a DNA test? I just want to make sure.
It just makes no sense.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean-
I feel like if you have trust issues, then it's an issue because
Trust
you're like, oh, you don't
issues are-
trust me?
yeah.
But I'ma still do it, and then I'ma still be mad that you don't trust me.
All right, so you think there is a problem then? So if, say, for instance, you were pregnant and the person that you got pregnant by was like, I want a DNA test, you're going to get it, you're going to be cool, but then you can be mad because he didn't trust you.
I'm gonna be like offended, low key, like what the fuck?
So it's disrespectful.
But it's not disrespectful, but it's just like, I mean, I guess it's not disrespectful.
If a woman would have no reaction whatsoever, then you could say it's not disrespectful. But for the fact that you said you would feel offended, and
Okay,
be
you
mad,
know what? Yes, it is a little offensive because I feel like if somebody has to ask you for a DNA test, you
you can be hot. You can be fucking hot.
okay, my
I
thing
feel like
is,
every
my
woman's
thing
gonna be
is,
mad.
my thing is,
Some men just want
some men
reassurance, though.
reassurance, or we know who we dealing with. So you can lie to me all you want,
But you
because
can't lie to them.
Maury
the
is
test.
real.
Mhm.
Maury, that show has survived. We've seen women run out because you are not the father. So for that simple fact, give me a DNA test, bitch.
Okay,
Let's find this out.
let's change the wording because disrespectful, I feel like is very harsh. I would say offensive because I feel like offensive means it can be sensitive to somebody, but may not be sensitive to somebody else. I feel like disrespectful means across the board is disrespectful. I don't feel like it's disrespectful. You could take it as you got disrespected, but if like, you know, that's what the circumstances was, and that's the dude you end up laying with, and he ended up asking for that, like that's the circumstances. I wouldn't say it's disrespectful. You could be offended by it, but not everybody will be offended by it.
Do you think offended falls in the same lines as disrespectful or no?
No, because if I say someone's mom is a bitch, like that's disrespectful for everybody. Yeah. Everybody thinks that. Like if I said that to you, Javari, that's disrespectful. But if I say I don't like curly hair, that's not disrespectful, but it might offend people.
What the fuck is my phone?
You know?
I feel it.
That's how I feel. Like it could be offensive to you, but it's not disrespectful.
You think all women are going to be offended?
It depends on the circumstances of the relationship and the maturity of the woman.
Let me elaborate a little bit. Do you think all women that were faithful will be offended?
I feel like that's circumstantial because it has like it depends on the dynamics of the relationship
and that particular person too.
Yeah,
they could be nonchalant and be like, "Fuck it, all right, let's go get this shit."
Or like they know that their dude ain't shit, or like insecure, like you know. So it's just like whatever. Like, come on, nigga, let's go take the test. Like, you know.
Hey, I'm gonna start putting that out there. Like when I'm around women and shit, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, man, next time I get somebody pregnant, DNA test for sure." You start planting them seeds. Then
let them
like,
know off rip.
He could be like, "Shit, if I get pregnant, he's gonna ask me." That way, you know.
So that way, when it come up, don't be mad. Remember, we had that talk.
I've been telling you this shit for 3.5 years. Don't even trip.
Don't trip.
Yeah, either you gonna give me this DNA test or you ain't gonna see me again.
And you still might not see me again, so
you gotta take me to Maury. DNA test or Maury, pick one.
Facts.
And I'm not paying
or
for
single
it.
mother.
Who has to pay for it? The man has to pay for it.
For the DNA test?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's whoever warrants it. Like
I would pay for it.
Yeah, like if I feel like if a man
especially if I want
it,
if I want it,
you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, because I'm gonna make sure that this is
either you gonna believe me or you gonna pay for it.
Right. She's like, I'm gonna have this motherfucker regardless. So,
I know it's mine. So
you go ahead and put some money out of your pocket if you want to.
Oh man.
But yeah, I think I'd ask, like, if it was any other situation. I'm obviously married, so I know what the fuck. You know what I mean?
Well, before you were saying married too. If you're married and you said you would still do it.
Situation, just like you're saying. If I felt
felt like some,
something was going on.
Yeah, you got a feeling like
a lot of times though, the DNA test doesn't doesn't come up until after the baby though. So
yeah, because I want to see what that motherfucker really look like.
Disrespectful, because you look at that motherfucker and be like,
because when it's in your stomach, it's pregnant.
Not my ears.
Yep. You be like, damn.
Hey, you looking at her, you're looking at the baby, you're like, I know that's not my nose thing. Your shit doesn't look like that at all. What the fuck is going on?
Yep.
You nudging the doctor like, hey,
yeah, let's go ahead and get this. Yeah,
take my blood.
Go ahead and take my blood.
Like, is that baby Chinese?
Hey, you're scooping up the blood from the shit. You're like, this her blood right here. Let's go get mine.
Yeah.
That nose is not adding up. That shit is a little bit too pointy for me.
Mm-hmm. Let me get this. Oh, shit, it's still up there. Well, we found out that it is... what's the conclusion in this?
The conclusion is that we're going to take disrespectful out and say that it may be offensive.
It may be offensive to some.
To most.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to put that word in
I
there,
wouldn't say to most. We just going to leave it offensive.
Let's see what everybody else thinks. Y'all let us know.
But go ahead and comment, subscribe, like. We can definitely bring this topic up at a later time. So if you guys have any input, I'm the only girl right now. So
yeah, we got to hear from Shatii and see what Shatii and Randy think about it.
Mm-hmm. I know Shatii. Shati's gonna agree.
If Shati's dude came up to her and was like, "Yo, let me, you've been in Vegas, so I don't,
yeah."
Shati's dramatic.
Yeah,
Shati's dramatic.
Yeah, let me.
But if we're just talking about the topic,
I was just picturing her in my mind.
Like what? What the fuck do you mean?
Oh my
no, but I would say that if we're just talking about this topic openly, I feel like Shatii would be on my side. But if you direct the conversation to her,
then she flipped the fuck out.
So we're gonna talk about it just openly with Shatii.
All right, for sure. It is.